Started. All right. Thank you, everyone in the chat, for joining me. We are about to start up Banner Saga 2. Everyone on YouTube who's watching the archive, thank you for your time. Let's get right to it. Where the hell were we? We're still with the Ravens? Or did we just move back to... we just moved back to Alette's group, right? Yeah, we're with Alette's group now. And I forgot where we are. I think we're still right outside Ormsdaler, maybe. Oh, right. We met these horse people. That's right. This will be interesting, won't it? Scathach, Roek, and Deirdre. Deirdre? And I believe Ciara told us that some of these names are Welsh-ish? Welsh or Welsh sounding? Let's check the map real quick. Yeah, we have not gone too far. Too far from Ormsdaler. Okay. Let's get back on the road then. Oh, okay. Ubin says, now that Roex had a chance to heal, 2 of the Horseborn are heading south to deliver some supplies to their people. Ivor says, what crazy ideas in your head, Scrivener? Ubin says, with the world falling apart around us, there may not be another chance to trek down south. I think Alette would tell him everyone's free to do what they want, but you will be missed. Ubin says, remember that when it comes to dealing with Ruga as well, if he wants to depart, by the gods, let him. Ivor says, you taking your hired muscle with you? Ubin says, I'd feel better if Gunnulf stayed with all of you. That blade of his is sure to attract the wrong kind of attention. Oh, good, thank goodness. Gunnulf's like my most advanced fighter. Gunnulf says, wrong attention might find you anyway. Then who will protect you? Ubin says, I'm old, not an idiot. I've learned a few tricks to keep my head on my shoulders. The younger Varl shrugs and walks off to find food. Alette says, then be safe, Ubin, and join us again if you can. You know where you're going, where we're going. Ubin says, don't worry about me, just make sure you're alive to see this thing through to Arborong. Farewell. Scrivener says a few more goodbyes before departing with the Horseborn. Well, so much for having the Horseborn with us for a while. We're moving fast, traveling light. The governor catches up to you and asks for a moment of your time. His bodyguard is beside him, silent. Ruga says, it's not getting any easier, is it? Alette says, it probably won't get easier until we get to Arborong. Ruga says, quit fooling yourself, girl. The capital's going to be a different battlefield, but a battlefield nonetheless. I think she's going to let the girl thing slide. I'll fight whoever gets in our way. Ruga says, good. In order for that to happen, we need to do something about these soft peasants. Alette says, what should we be doing with them? Ruga says, training fighters, making the decision to leave weak members behind. Arrive in Arborong as a hardened army. Alette says, you sound like Bulwark. Ruga says, that Varl knows how to survive and keep others around him alive. That's why I originally hired him. Alette says, I'll consider what you've said. The governor is about to react, but calms himself. Ruga says, get us across this wasteland. Try not picking up any more strays, will you? I will do as my heart bids me, sir. He sneers in the direction of the Horseborn before leaving you. Oh, maybe it was just one Horseborn that left with Ubin. Skrundur. Yeah, poor Mogan. A few of the weavers have been smiling more than usual lately, and now you know why. Alio leads children out from behind a cart in new costumes. Some have horns on headbands, while one red-headed girl wears a green cloak like yours. The boy wearing a red cloak is carrying an axe. Oh, he's playing Rook. The entire caravan gathers around to watch the performance. The young actors stand behind a short wall and discuss an approaching dredge army. As a black cloth rolls across the ground in front of the actors, a young man in red armor stands up and shouts, "Bellower." This is a reenactment of the Battle of Borsgard. This probably strikes a nerve for Alette, but I don't think that she would force everyone to stop. I think she would recognize that telling the story is part of the way of dealing with the trauma. This kind of reminds me of the, what's that? There's an episode in season 3 of the original Avatar show. Is it the Fire Island, Ember Island players, I think, that put on a play about Aang and his group while Aang and his group are in the audience watching it. I thought that was that's a particularly good episode of Avatar, I thought. Continue watching. A dark-haired girl holding a spear says, "We'll get no help from the governor, we're on our own." A few people in the crowd laugh while Ruga stares at the skald. Young Rook, Alette, and Varl run towards the fierce Bellower, attacking and being repelled. Finally, the girl dressed as Juno hands Rook a silver arrow. Rook hugs Alette and shoots the arrow. Bellower roars. Stand and watch the ending. Bellower grabs Rook by the throat and growls. You sense heads in the crowd turning towards you when Alio and a weaver suddenly snap the caravan's banner in front of the scene like a curtain. As the banner lowers, the younger version of you cradles the boy dressed as your father. The other actors stand in a semicircle around you and begin singing a familiar tune. The crowd joins in and an impromptu line forms with everyone walking by to lay a hand on your shoulder. Aw, this is a particularly sweet scene. Wow, I like that. That was great. A group of 24 humans, thin and dirty, step off the rough path to let the caravan pass. "Please," a young girl says, "anything to eat?" Her mother, eyes averted, pulls the girl by the arm to silence her. Why are you all out here?" "Homes were burned," a man says, coughing. "Cowards didn't even show a banner. Now we're just trying to get somewhere safe to start over." Here, have some food." I'm a sucker. A few adults seem shocked and hold their hands up in appreciation, tears in their eyes, as you hand over some food and a few furs. The young girl smiles, and regardless of what it costs, you feel you've done the right thing. We got supplies for days. I know that can change quickly, but we definitely had some to sacrifice. Ahead, the caravan comes to an immediate halt. "That's the second fan shoe this bloody beast has thrown in a day," the ox tender curses. "It will take some time to see to the ox, so you call for camp." While most of the clansmen sleep or lose themselves in drink, Juno... Wait a minute. You know, I just realized I didn't turn down the audio. Sorry. This game is considerably louder than Morrowind is, and if I don't turn the audio down, it's hard to hear what I'm saying. Hopefully that's better. While most of the clansmen sleep or lose themselves in drink, Juno requests a moment to speak with you alone. Juno says, "I'm impressed so far, Alette. You've managed to keep your composure through tough situations." Alette says, "Thank you." Juno says, "Not to pain you with further comparison, but you remind me of your father at the Godstone of Stravs." Determined. That's where Rook had to climb the Godstone to retrieve some silver that we ended up making the arrow out of. Alette says, "What actually happened there?" Juno says, "Your father faced down his fears, walked through thousands of dredge to obtain the only weapon that could bring down Bellower." Alette says, "That's incredible. And frightening. I don't know if I could do something like that. The Valka gives you a maternal smile. Juno says, neither did he. Juno patiently awaits your reply. Tell me his death meant something. Yeah, I think after the play and this learning this information about her father, I think Alette wants some confirmation that her pain isn't for nothing. Juno says, I can't do that. Rook's death was unfortunate, but his life was very important. The people he brought here from Skogar, including you, and all the others along the way, are being forged into what the future will require. The previous era of peace is over, and one of survival has begun. Arborong may be the best shelter for the coming storm, but the people there are soft, too dependent on a society that will no longer exist. Alette says, because of the dredge? Juno says, partially, but mostly because of a coming darkness that is pushing the dredge. Keep talking about darkness, but no one has ever seen it. Juno says, you've seen the signs of it coming. Dredge in numbers, the land breaking apart. It is a force unlike any other. I wish I could say more, but even the Mender Council is ignorant to this. I don't understand how you got involved in all of this. Juno says, at times, I think this is all my fault. At others, I'm not sure I could have stopped it. What do you mean, it's all your fault? That's interesting. She sees your wide-eyed expression and attempts to clarify. How I became involved is confusing at best, but you and I share something in common. We're both learning what we have to do as we go. But only the future will tell if my role is villain or hero. What? You could potentially be a villain when this is all done? Why me? Couldn't others learn to lead this caravan? That's a fair question. Alette hasn't asked it up to this point, I don't think. She's just been like, okay, my dad's dead. People are looking to me, so I'll run it. I'll run things, manage things. But now that they're a bit removed from the battle at Borsgard, I think she might be thinking, wait a minute, is this really what I should be doing? Juno says the straight answer is yes, others could do it. But the clansmen choose to follow you under that banner. If you didn't appear worthy, you would be replaced. Doesn't sound like I have much say in the matter. Juno says, quite the contrary. Your every decision is your say in the matter. You keep all of these people alive as best you can, as if they were all from your own clan. That is rare and needed. Thank you. I should get back to helping the others. This is interesting. It's Juno's kind of making it sound like the way that she's describing how Alette is viewed right now makes it feel like if Alette had made other choices up to this point, like if we had made other choices, more selfish or self-serving choices, perhaps her words right now would be different. Maybe she'd be saying like, you're kind of a selfish asshole. But here she's saying, hey, you've tried to take care of everybody, and as a result, people want to follow you. I wonder if we had chosen different options previously, if this conversation would go differently. Juno says, before you go, there is one thing I must address with you. The serpent. The chasm at Ormsdalr and the tremors in the ground concern me a great deal. Alette says, yeah, me too. Juno says, should that incredible creature ever resurface, do not attempt to stop it. It would take power unseen in ages to affect the serpent. If you see it, run. Her words chill you as you find yourself nodding to her command. Right, so who do we have then? No, we still have all three Horseborn. Okay. Ah, damn it. Ivor, get in there. Maybe Mogre instead of Luden? an elf instead of Oldleaf, and Hakon instead of Trigby. I don't have Hogan anymore. Hogan's gone as an option. He's turned into a clansman now. He's just with his family, I guess. Oh. Ivor could use that, but I like him having this armor break. Oh, good night, Metro. Thanks for hanging out. I want to try some of these guys, though, too. Maybe we'll do that and just see how it goes. Farewell, Metro, until we meet again. Okay. Let's not mess around. Well, since we did stop the caravan to fix some Yox's thrown shoes, I guess we should rest a day role-playing wise. Say it took a day. Okay. Morale seems to be good, though. We're already 45 days in, wow. Scouts report subtle movements around you. We're being followed. Studied, maybe, she says. It says scouts, and then there's just one lady talking to us, apparently. Can't tell how many. It's like they disappear if you look directly at them. Huh. Let's conduct a patrol. This is interesting. You decide to take the offensive and gather some fighters. As the caravan continues forward, your small group makes several laps, checking rock outcroppings and clumps of trees. While you find nothing, you cannot shake the feeling that the scout is right. Okay. Don't know what that's about. You notice the archer Nid because she is standing perfectly still, looking out into the distance. Let me guess. You see more grass. I'm saying that to her, apparently. When she turns to you, she's not smiling. Dredge, she says quietly. How is that possible, you ask, knowing better than to doubt her sight. I thought we lost them at the chasm. You can make out a dust cloud on the horizon, which means they can make out the one produced by the caravan. It's heading the same direction as you, toward Lundar. The Valka walks to your side and says, I was afraid of this, the cracks in the ground along the Eastway Road. It's like that damn crevice at Seegerholm all over, Hakon says. The dredge were just pouring out of it. Does that mean they could, Juno finishes your question, appear almost anywhere? Yes. But let's not panic the caravan, just keep moving.
Lundar, the Archer's Haven, home to the finest fletchers in the world, though it appears beset with war.
That is a thick accent. Home. Ooh. Horseborn. Why are they attacking? Says Oldleaf. I don't know, but we got a few with us. Maybe we can reason with them. Looks like Dredge are hitting the town too. Jesus, everybody's fighting all at once, huh? I think we got a fight coming up. Sow's sweat. This is bad, Hakon says. Yeah, I think you're right, Sierra. Lundar, as the lady said. It's fighting on two fronts and barely holding it together. Oh, presumably that lady's voice is Alette's voice, right? I didn't realize that till just now. Hakon's been warring long before you were ever born. His worried look is unsettling. I always heard the Horseborn had trouble with walls since they usually fight in open fields, he says. Ubin's the only one old enough to actually know, but it doesn't really matter because those walls will barely slow the dredge. And if those dredge flatten this town, we're defenseless out on these plains, Ivor says. But what are the Horseborn after? All eyes turn to Roek, Deirdre, and Skathak. The 3 Horseborn in your caravan are pointing and talking excitedly in their own language. Deirdre nods toward Roek, tossing her head and baring her teeth. You are surprised by the look of savage fury on their faces as the couple takes off without warning, charging the attacking Horseborn. While Skathak remains behind, he clearly wants to join them, but he awaits your decision. They could die on their own, Oldleaf shouts, not hesitating to follow Roek and Deirdre. Ivor sighs. She's lost her mind over those new members of the clan, might lose her life for it too. He looks at you. We could fight Dredge or Horseborn, or split up and fight both if you're feeling suicidal. If we're splitting up, my Varl are hitting the Dredge, Hakon says. We're good at that. Ingvar can do what he wants. He always has. Consider your options. Stop the Horseborn, deal with the Dredge later, defend the town from the Dredge. Skathak, why did they take off like that? Split up and meet back in town. Good grief. Sounds like all these options suck. Oh, I mean, we barely know the Horseborn, right? Would we really charge blindly after them to fight a bunch of their, not kin, but a bunch of their countrymen, essentially? When we don't know what the hell's going on? Yeah, I'm thinking about 3, but then sometimes in this, at least in the first game, if you stall trying to make your decision, the decision is made for you. Like, I feel like if I ask him, hey, why did they take off like that? Hakon and his Varl might just leave to go fight Dredge, and then I'm stuck, you know? What the hell, let's risk it. Skathak bites his lips and flips his mane left and right. Return fight? He is either nervous and hiding something, or cannot find the right words. Hakon spits. We don't have time to figure out his stomps and tail whipping. Okay, let's go on what everybody said. Horseborn don't deal well with walls. It seems that there are still walls around the city. The Dredge can get through the walls. Maybe we leave the Horseborn to the walls and try to keep the Dredge off, and then if we can, then we turn and take on the Horseborn? That's what Let's going to be thinking right now. Let's defend the town from the Dredge first. Oh, I forgot about Oldleaf. Oh no, I hope she doesn't die. Oldleaf will have to handle herself out there, you shout. We have to stop the Dredge here. Hakon leads the Varl and fighters through a breach in the wall and toward the heaviest fighting. There are more of them than trained fighters with you, but smart tactics could still win this fight. Many of your clansmen will die unless you are victorious. Oh crap, the pressure's on. Listen to me, Governor Ruga says. My man Dagger can get behind these Dredge and make short work of them, but he'll need some help. Prince Luden overhears him and says, I'll go. I've been sheltered long enough. It's not the kind of king I want to be. You look at Hakon, who just shrugs. Yeah, sure, dude. I wasn't going to put Luden in my party anyway, so go for it. The silent, helmeted bodyguard quickly appears and looks at Ludin. He slowly turns toward the governor and nods. So his name's Dogger? Send them out. Consider this my thank you should something happen out there, Ludin says while handing you a bangle. Thank you? For what, you ask? For inspiring me, the prince says, and for putting up with me. I've heard I'm not the easiest to be around. He gives you a brief smile before leaving with Dogger. Oh, I think Ludin's a little sweet on Alette. Ormhilder's something or other. What is it? Bangle. A serpentine decoration which kept its original owner alive far too long. Okay. 20% divert armor attacks, 10% dodge strength attacks, 1 strength resist, 1 armor. Level 8, so nobody's going to be able to use it for a bit. Do we have enough to upgrade anybody? 12, and we need 13 for Hakon. We can't do Alette then. Could do Nid, Ursa, or Alio, or Gris, and then add them to the party. Or Trigby. Let's just roll out, I think, huh? I'll give you that at the risk of drawing aggro. Let's go. First fight with a Horseborn, so I don't know how well this is going to go. I have absolutely no idea about how best to use them. So he's going to try to call dudes. He's got a shitload of armor. Okay, Ivor, I want you there. Nope, damn it. There. Dunulf, get out of the way for a second. Mogr, go there. Charge enemy for strength damage, then 1 strength per tile traveled. Target concussed. Move an additional 3 tiles after taking an action. Okay. It's hard to visualize in my head how this is going to go. I have to kind of fumble through a fight a few times to get it. Gandalf, why don't you go there? Alright, let's give this a shot, huh? War! I want to get you up there, but you can't reach him on this turn. So moving you within range just means that he'll hit you first, which I don't want to happen. So I think what I'll do, I'm not going to move you very far ahead at all. I think I'm just going to move you here. And then next turn you can get to him. Who's next? You. Then you. Then you. You. Then the big dude. Then you. Okay. God damn, Mogr, you have no range. Okay, same deal. Just move there. This is all just the opening chess moves right here. What's your range on trample? 4 spaces? Don't have much armor, do you, sir? I don't want to... I could trample this guy right now, but I don't want to send him up there by himself. He'll end up there, and then one of these dudes will get a turn and just smash him, because he doesn't have much armor. Okay. Go there. Okay, let do some initial armor damage. Aha, okay. I don't know if you could level this guy. You could do it without... no, you'd be in range of that guy, wouldn't you? Yeah, I don't want... man, okay. This is so tricky. He can get here. If he does, then he can hit Gunnulf, and he's got 15 strength versus Gunnulf's 12 armor, so he could do some strength damage. I think we gotta let this guy live for now. Just move you there. Okay, dude. Do your thing, Ivor. And Mogre. Break an enemy's armor and punishes enemies for retaliating. Yeah, do it, dude. Nice. Perfect. Oh, that was awesome. That was a really good return the favor right there. Alright, hack on. Added strength and armor damage to adjacent... to target and adjacent enemies. Good. Because we can do... this, then. Look at that. We're dealing some serious damage here. They're nicely grouped up for us. Oh, okay. Let's just see what this does. Ah, so he's like a backbiter, sort of, and he gets to go again. But he's concussed. So wait a minute. Oh, he gets to move, but he doesn't get to do an attack. I see. Okay, well, let's get you out of range of everybody. Over here. That guy's got some armor break, doesn't he? 3 points. I'm wondering if Alette shouldn't leave him alive. He can't do any strength damage to anybody, but he could do some armor damage to Ivor. Of course, I could move you here, and wait, what's your range on Thread the Needle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you were right there, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you could get that dude. And that dude. And that dude. You'd be at risk because you'd be really close to all the action, but I like that attack. Let's do it. Very nice. Yeah, he did armor break. Okay. Alright. Gunnulf, my man. We're gonna bypass this guy and do your super spinny thing on these two. Whoops. I hope Ludin and Ruga's man can cut off these dredge. Oh, crap. Oh, double crap. Shit. Poor Skathak, or whatever his name is. That guy doesn't go for a while yet. That dude goes. Then that crazy guy, Barb Hurler. Stone egg hatches into a skulker if not destroyed. Oh, crap. Then that dude. Then that dude. Yeah, Skathak, I don't know if he's gonna make it. We'll see. Okay, just kill that thing. More dredge. Hold them off until Ludin arrives. Oh, Jesus Christ. Skathak's down. Yeah, I didn't make good use of him, did I? Alright, let's not trip ourselves up here. Gunnulf can straight up kill this dude. So what I think I want is I want to get Mogr more up this way so we can start worrying about these guys. But then that means Hakon's not going to be able to get up there. I guess he can go up. Okay. Alright. Do that. And then do that. About there. Boy. Just kind of looking around at the background now. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna kill this guy so that next time Ivor gets a turn, he can move straight up to these guys, hopefully. This guy will be out of the way. Ho ho! There's Dogger. Nice, so he's gonna join our group. There's Ruga's man, but where is Luden? Uh-oh. Did Luden not make it? Okay, so we gotta destroy these frickin' things. Okay. Gunnulf, work your magic. Just straight up kill this dude. I think I'm gonna do that. Do your worst. Oh boy, here come more pods. Crap, he just effectively stopped Hakon from moving entirely. Oh, rats. Didn't... Okay, it didn't do nearly as much damage against that one as I thought it would. Ah! Good, so that killing it gets rid of its pods. That's good. Run through. Are you a backbiter? I think you are a backbiter. Yes, you are. Nice. Good to have a backbiter back. Backbiter back. Alright, Gunnulf's gonna get both of these dudes. -5 clansmen. -3 fighters. -29 Varl. 6 injuries. Ivor's promoted. Consequences, Scathach's been injured. 13 renown. I'm not sure how that went. I think it went well. I don't know. Your army shatters the last of the armored foes as you see Dagr walking to Ruga alone. Wait, you say. Where's Luden? Dagr points past the wall and slowly shakes his head before lowering it. A few fighters confirm the prince's body. It is surrounded by dead dredge. I doubt I even have to say it, Hakon grunts. But the prince's death is going to cause a problem in Arborong. I should have stopped him from going out there. He was under my watch. There is nothing you can say, but you keep an eye on Ruga and Dagr. God damn, okay. We lost Luden now? That's huge. I didn't like the dude, but he's the freaking prince. Um, that sucks. Looks like he went out gloriously, though. It's not over, Hakon says. The Dredge were only part of this war. He motions to something behind you. You turn and see Odleaf, supported by a bloody Roek and limping Deirdre. All three stagger towards you. It was stupid of me, I know, she says. The villagers helped where they could, but Horseborn are so quick. She drops to her knees in fatigue. You look at all the destruction around you, the loss of life, and try to find some meaning to it. Even before your breathing slows, an older man runs up shouting, "They kicked their way through! A mangy hoofed monsters are in our town. The Horseborn, you ask? Call them what you want, the man shouts, but they're everywhere. They're hitting the homes, the market, even those rich folk hiding out in the great hall." He spits at the last mention. After that last fight, we should stay together, Milger says. We'll only be able to save one of those places, but that's better than nothing. You understand his caution and realize you can't be everywhere at once, but you might be able to save two places with two separate groups. Good grief, this is going to be interesting. Before you respond, the old townsman says, "The houses are full of families, and all our supplies are near the market. I beg you, save the families. They're the heart of Lunder." Yeah, Ciara, I was wondering if that's what they're kind of building it up to. They're kind of making Ruga and Dagger look suspicious, aren't they? Alright, we'll save as many as we can. We're going to go for the houses and the market. The Varl King shakes his head. "I hope you've been training," he says. "Our strongest soldiers can't be in two places at once. It might be smart to mix them with less experienced fighters." His words have merit. Try to save the homes and markets. "Save the families and supplies," you shout, and others join your charge. This will be interesting. An entire fight against Horseborn. Well, I've already forgotten what Alio does. 1 damage for every 2 strength. Enemies above the target ally. Yeah. Hmm. Um. Boy, I don't know. Did? Oops. That's not what I meant to do at all. Hmm. 18 left, huh? Yeah, let's do Hakon. Forge Ahead or Tempest? Ooh. Sure. I like Tempest. Hmm. %30 bonus hit chance. I wonder what bonus means. Does that mean the damage is doubled? generally like this one. 10% chance to avoid strength attack. But could I not be doing something better with those 2 points? Like more strength. Since he's going to become, since he's now got the Tempest, excuse me, Tempest ability. Let's do that. And we can promote again, but we don't have the renown. Okay. And what's yours? No, not that. 1 strength resist. Alright. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. This is interesting. I don't like this town very much. These fights, I don't like how we're being set up here. I feel like it's just a matter of time till we fail. These must be the houses. And there's a buttload of these things. Five of them. 6 of them. Good news is, they don't have a lot of armor. Okay, hack on out of the way for a second, dude. Is this how we want to do it? Let's try it. Could just straight up kill one of them, couldn't I? Let's do that. Let's just get rid of one of them right away. Oh, she made a really sad sound. We fight to protect the people of Lundar. Damn, Mogre can't quite reach. Well, they're gonna be able to get to you no matter what, so you might as well just move all the way forward. Maybe not all the way forward. Yeah, there. Oh, can't quite reach. Mule kick! Yeah, and she went back. Stop these horseborn! The people of Lundar need our protection. Okay, Hakon, you're going to use your new ability right now. Leaves him each with 1 measly point. I can't do a thread the needle right now, so let's just try to kill one of them. Not that we don't even need to bother with this. Stunned, skip turn. Oh crap! I was gonna say Gunnulf can just kill this thing, but he's lost his turn. Right. Ooh. That. Okay, just break all her armor. They're really focusing on Ivor so far. Alright. Hakon, again. You're gonna do your magic attack. That's probably gonna stun Ivor, I bet, huh? Nice. Okay. So just got this lady to worry about. Gunnulf, you can't do anything, man. Just hang out. And Ivor, you can kill her. Alright. We didn't lose anybody. We didn't even get that badly beat up. Can we get to the market now? Yeah, so now everybody that's left. Oh, shit. If I would have known that, I would have built the party differently. Phooey. Yeah. Oh dear is right. Everybody else, all the great trinkets and stuff, they're all gone. They're all in use. Alright, this will be interesting. Oh, I do have enough to promote, that's good. Seven. Rats. Oh, just short. Okay. Let's do it. Let's see how well this group does. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. Yeah, look at the townspeople just hanging out. Like, alright, let's see how you do. There's more down here. There's a bunch of people. Hey, why don't you guys... Tell you what, while we're fighting them, while we're distracting them, you swarm them from behind and kill them with clubs. Crap. Okay. Yeah, Yeah, actually, Grizz, I think you're in the right spot there, dude. Poor dear. She's injured. There? Boy, I don't know about this. Okay, let's try it. Oof. 5 armor already. Protect the supplies. Without them, the people will starve. Pale's got a range of 1, huh? Oh, rats. Alright. I can't make full use of Impale. I can only knock her back 1 tile, because she's at the edge of the board, basically. Oh, Gris. Gris, hang on, dude. Stop the horseborn from stealing supplies before there's nothing left. Okay, what can you do, my dear? Poison. Okay. Get there. Should we try this poison thing? Nice. Ha! She almost bled to death. That was good. That's good use of Impale there. Trigvy's handy against these horseborn. Oh, Ivan, baby, you are well set up. What's your range on Arc Lightning? I forget. You don't need to move very far at all. Just go there. Do it, man. Very nice. She died of poison. That's awesome. Okay, what's your range on Slag and Burn? Nice. Nice. Oh, Ursa. Damn. Okay, Alio, you're kind of an afterthought here. Gotta get in range for that, huh? Yes. Okay. Sure. What he said. Love it. These guys are doing a lot of damage to themselves here. doesn't go for a while yet, so we'll have time to kill it. Go here and do... Nah, don't do that. Just do this. She burned herself going both ways. See ya, publican. Thanks for hanging out. So she backs off through the... Yeah, she's gonna burn herself to death. Nice. Wow, this is crazy. Do this. Nice. You are not going to be able to make good use of arc lightning. Can't reach that guy. Why don't you mend? Gris. Very nice. Oh, that's not going to hit any of them. Might cause him to walk through it, though. Nope. Is he stunned? Yeah, he's stunned. Okay, let's finish these two off, huh? Oof. I don't know why they keep doing that, but okay. She's gonna kill herself if she walks back over the flame. She did kill herself. AI maybe leaves a little bit to be desired, huh? Nice. We did it! We survived! We didn't lose anybody to injury either one of those fights. That's kind of amazing. Do I dare think that I'm good? I don't know. What you did here, the old man says, but his voice cracks. He suddenly smiles. Everyone that matters is alive, and there's plenty to feed them too. I can't thank you enough, but I bet the merchants will make a deal with you. We didn't save the rich people. Sorry. Ivor and Hakon find you. Both look as tired as you feel. Ivor says, I'm not sure how so many of us made it through that. By my superior generalship, that's how. Let says, I never expected to see Horseborn in my life, let alone fight them. The dredge seemed desperate. Ivor says, fighting like us, you mean? Like they've got nothing left to lose. Hakon says, I wasn't worried. With the great Ingvar on our side, how could we fail? Of course, we did lose Luden. That's a huge price to pay. Less so for his fighting ability and more so for the politics that will complicate. Ivor looks at you and grumbles. Face it, Ivor, you're a legend. Ivor says, oh, and what are you? See how you enjoy it when you get to Arborong. Let me know how you feel when others act like idiots just to be near you, Sunder Slayer. You won't be able to relieve yourself without it being an act of the gods. Well, says, that's disgusting, Ivor. Ivor says, I agree, and uncomfortable. It's supposed to be a private moment. He's a sensitive type. Hakon laughs at the face you make. Let says, well, I doubt anyone in the capital even knows what happened in Borsgard. Juno magically appears, walks up to your group unexpectedly. She says, Word has a way of traveling faster than any of us. Don't be surprised if the capital knows you're coming. It says, which reminds me, we should be figuring out what we're doing next. Juno says, I agree. Unfortunately, all this fighting took a serious toll on the caravan. Lundar, or what's left of it, is defensible and will allow everyone some greatly needed rest. Ivor says, I won't argue with the Valka on that front. Hakon says, and I'm in no hurry to enter the old wood. I've heard strange things about that place. Juno says, I'm sure it will be fine. Oh my god, Juno, you just jinxed the hell out of it. You watch the Valka as everyone moves on. She looks less confident than you've ever seen her before. Chapter 11, where a foe may lurk. Oh crap, back to Bolverk now? I hate this guy. There's the old wood. Where the hell are we? Did we reach this place last time? I don't remember this. Your hay mattress itches, but is more comfortable than sleeping on the cold, hard ground. As you stand in your private room, you hear something. Throwing on your cold bear cloak, you step outside and listen. It's the distant sound of battle, outside the gates, where your ravens are. You race to the gates, shouting for the guards to open them. They look pale. I swear to the gods I'll make it worse for you if you don't open these damn gates, you yell. The guards follow your command, and you're almost overwhelmed by a surge of clansmen pushing to get through. The old wanderer of your company finds you. Just some dredged scouts, he says. Surprised us in that snow and we took some losses, but we cleared them out. Probably a lot more coming, though. As he speaks, the snowfall lessens. Timing. The storm must be moving south now. Not that it changes much for you, living it up inside here. Where are we? I've forgotten where we were. You grab a raven running by you. Bolverk says, I want every one of our fighters ready to move. Now! Set a post inside these gates for them to wait for me. Oh, the Valka only allowed Bolverk. Oh, that's right, we met Valka. There was the lady and then the young apprentice dude. They allowed Bolverk and his guard to stay in the keep. I remember now. The fighter nods and takes off to find everyone. Where's that Feyn Valka? Volka says, maybe up on the wall? Zephyr says, the Feyn Valka is here. Nikels says, Valka, Zephyr? I've never heard you speak like that. The silent appearance of the two menders surprises you. Zephyr says, you were outside the walls? What did you see? Bolverk says, dredge, scouts. I'll wager my axes there's an army of them coming this way. The young mender's eyes go wide as he stares at Claw and Fang. Bolverk's axes. Folka says, and if that's true, they'll level this place. The storm must have hidden their approach. Zephyr says, or kept them at bay. But why are they here? Why now? Bolverk says, I don't care. We're heading for the mountains. Nikel says, but the ravens could take on all these dredge, especially with Valka's help. Like that time in River Rake when you helped Valka Fjorien. What? He's talking to me? He's talking to Zephyr. Oh wait, no. Ravens could take on a Lost Dredge. Huh, I forgot. Yeah. Pem didn't even know about it, so it's role-playing it, sure. Bulwark forgot about that. Nikel's eyes light up. Nikel says, "It was you, Fiorin, and a handful of ravens tracking down the bandit who called himself the Draugr of Dengler. The river..." A war horn blares across the town. Whoa, right on cue. "The army of Dredge you suspected is real." Zephyr says, "Nikel's find Gudmunder. Have his guards try to calm the people, but bring him to meet us at the barn with the cart." The young mender follows orders without question. Not a bad quality. Bolvik says, "The cart's not your business." Zephyr says, "I disagree. A dead Valka gives you a cart to hide in the deepest recess of a river, and suddenly an army of dredge appears? If you haven't already tried, I doubt you'd be able to open that cart. If it's woven shut, as I suspect, I'm the only one here who can open it." Volka says, "We told you, Juno's not dead. We were just traveling with her." Zephyr says, "Let me tell you something that compromises my position as Velka. The Juno who I knew, who the entire council knew, was put to death by us. The council." The hell? What? Oh no, what if Juno's come back as not a good thing? Maybe she's a bad thing. Or are the Valka a bad thing? Oh god, I don't know. Volka says, you killed one of your own? Zephyr says, "It's a very rare sentence reserved only for the worst offenses." Yeah, I know, Ciara, this is interesting. "Altering people's minds, their thoughts, is one such offense." She did do that. She did it to Rook. She kind of took control of his brain and made him go out there with her against the dredge. To the Godstone. Strav's Godstone. Interesting. Volka gets quiet and looks at you. "She tried something on me, it didn't really work." Did she? I don't remember that. When did she try something? When she was talking to us about the box? I don't remember. Okay, sure, she tried. No, let's say nothing. Zephyr notices the silent exchange, but does not question you. Zephyr says, "Regardless, Juno was put to death, and Ivan was imprisoned. In his grief, he escaped and stole away with Juno's body. But for what purpose is anyone's guess." Holy crap, so when we found them on the tower, Ravenholm? No, not Ravenholm, that's Half-Life. Ridgehorn. When we found them in the tower at Ridgehorn, we assumed that the dredge up there had killed her, and left Ivan for dead. But it turns out it was the Valka themselves, the Menders, that had killed her, executed her, and Ivan stole her body, and then ran to presumably where he was attacked by the dredge. Zephyr says, "So no, you will not be paid by the council for a job issued by a Valka whose life we ended." Your irritation is rising when another war horn sounds. 2 horns means a large force approaches. Zephyr says, "Collect what you need and hurry to the barn. It's time we discover why you're really here." Oh boy! Oh man. This is interesting. Okay, hang on one moment, you guys. Okay, sorry, I just remembered that I had not updated my stream page to reflect that we're playing Banner Saga 2 and not Morrowind, but it's a little late now, isn't it? We only got about 5 minutes left. The last dredge falls, and you pause, taking in heavy breaths. The snow is finally abating. The storm is moving south. Let's get inside the gates, you say. We came outside the gates? I guess did she say gather your men? I can't remember what Zephyr said. Well, let's check the market, I guess, huh? Before we have 8 days worth of supplies. Ooh, the wind is... Is it the wind making that sound? Spooky as hell. We have hardly any trinkets, so let's waste a little bit of money here. Money. Renown, I mean. Okay, then to the barn. Let's see what the hell's going on here. The smell of hay and yak's dung is heavy as you enter the stout wooden barn. Zephyr and Nikels are talking in hushed tones to the guard captain, Gudmundur, who glances at the large cart nervously. Everyone knows why we are here, she says. I do not believe in coincidences, but I cannot begin to imagine what would draw an army of dredge to Bindle besides the contents of this cart. She moves her spear in intricate motions, occasionally shaking her head and starting over. Finally, she looks at you to open it. Holy shit. We have Bellower? The sight of the Sundar Bellower's body in the cart silences everyone but you. You howl as the memory of a dream tears through your mind and drops you to a knee. A strange tower of white stone, lightning, fear, confusion, distrust. There is a wrongness about it all. Bulwark, hey! Volka's voice draws you from the dream. She's shaking you by the straps of your cloak. Everyone is watching. Oh, everyone is watching. Another dream? She asks. Your eyes finally focus on hers. A white stone tower. Yeah, there's no reason to be taciturn here. This is weird. Let's talk it out. White stone tower. Lightning. What are you talking about? Zephyr asks, pulling away from the cart. Her tone is full of concern. I saw a tower, lightning. I don't know what I saw. The Valka pauses briefly before shrugging. Okay, she just gives up. This is unexpected, Zephyr says. The Valka looks unaccustomed to surprises. Gudmundur, continue your task. Nikels, take some fighters and open the mine. Keep that path clear at all costs. As both men begin to leave, she points to the cart and shouts, not a word of this. They nod on their way out. She turns to you and Folka. Why the fuck do we have Sundar in a box? That's why Juno wanted us to drop it in the bottom of the river. If we took that arrow out of him, would he wake up? Because he's not dead, right? Juno said the arrow basically like casts a spell that makes him think that he's dead. Zephyr says, this cart. I'm not sure why they are attacking, but if the dredge recapture Bellower. Bulwark says, he's dead. Who cares if they take him? Zephyr says, he cannot die. His immortality is more than rumor. Dredge lives have no natural end, but they can be killed. All except the immortal Sundar Bellower. Volka says they live forever. Zephyr nods but looks lost in thought. Sundar looks dead to me. Zephyr says, my guess is that arrow is somehow keeping him asleep. Bulwark says, so if I pull it out? Zephyr says, I do not see that being to anyone's advantage. Bulwark says, I have used threats to my advantage for years. Zephyr looks at you and her face drops. She changes the topic. Zephyr says, the storm to the south and Dredge army to the north leaves us with one way out. The mines. Volga says, wait. Our way out is to sit in a hole in the ground? Zephyr says, the Valka have pathways there that will grant us escape. With all of these people, it will be difficult. Why should I trust anything you say? Zephyr says, how would lies serve me in this moment? If the situation was not dire, why would I reveal secrets guarded by the council? She does seem more open than any Valka or Mender you have ever met. Volga says, if we go with you, what is required? Zephyr says, we only have a couple of hours to move food and people to the mine. I'll be at the opening preparing the way. She says, help load carts near the gates or warn the families in the houses of our immediate departure. Without waiting for a response, Zephyr hurries away. Volga says, you know, we could always take Bellower's cart and make a break into the mountains. The two of you reseal Bellower's cart. She says, of course, a town in chaos is tempting. Makes you wonder what we might find in the Great Hall. Not playing nursemaid to these people. Let's go. Stick with the Valka. So, if I say I'm not playing nursemaid, let's go, does that mean we take the Bellower's cart and disappear into the mountains, just the two of us? Or what? And if I say we stick with the Valka for now, does that mean we stay in the town and possibly find out what's in the Great Hall? Damn. Okay, Zephyr seems like the only person who knows what the hell's going on, and she's being very sharing with her information, so we don't have a reason to just bail on her right now. In fact, if the Dredge found where we were with this cart just by following us, like some magical sense direction thing, they could sense where the cart was, then us taking it into the mountains isn't going to protect us. It just means that they're going to follow us when we have the cart wherever we go. We stick with the Valka for now. Volga says, okay, but a couple of hours won't let us do everything. Time to pick our poison. The two of you head to the Raven's post. Okay, everyone, we will have to leave it here. We will pick this up the next time we stream, which will be next Thursday. Same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with Bulwark here. Finding Sunder in this... I keep calling him Sunder. Finding Bellower in this cart... and learning about Juno being executed by the Mender Council. Yeah, these last 20 minutes of gameplay here have been really interesting. Can't wait to dive into it even more. Okay, thanks everybody who's still around. I know Ciara's here, maybe Fletch is still around. I think otherwise everybody's pretty much called it a night. But thanks everyone in the chat for hanging out. I'm glad you guys were able to make it. Appreciate your time. Everyone who's watching in the YouTube archive, thank you for your attention. Tune in for the next one. Everyone have a good night, and I will see you around. Night, Ciara.